Howdy, how's it going? In this video, I want to kind of go into my life, my times, my expressing myself. We're not talking about physical media specifically in this video, so if you're not interested, you can tune out. But for the most part, I kind of want to look at what do I do in my regular bloody life, you know, because am I running out of ideas for videos? No, I want to take a brief hiatus from doing a mass amount of videos. So this is kind of like the one I wanted to like kind of chop it off at. I don't know. I haven't found the interest to film a lot of stuff of recent. I've been so focused on just watching films. I'm like, I kind of just want to watch a lot of films. So I've still got interviews I'm working on, and I've got other things in the works. But yeah, so I'm going to tune down how many videos a week I'm coming out with, as well as I'm trying to save money, so I'm not trying to buy as many things, because I need to buy a car and do other stuff, so, you know, life stuff. But in the meantime, what do I actually do during the goddamn week? Because it's not like I'm just sitting here waiting to make a video, and then I make one, and then I'm done. No, my week starts on a Monday morning at 7 o'clock, when I wake up, then leave for work, or try to wake up, I should say. I give myself about half an hour wiggle room. If I'm not up by 7:30, I'm in trouble. I have an 8 till 3 part-time job from Monday to Thursday. It's pretty good. It's just in a warehouse thing. I just pick and pack stuff. It's pretty meh in terms of like, whoa, does it relate to physical media? No, it doesn't. I just pick and pack. It's good enough pay. I was doing casual for 2 years, and now I'm permanent part-time, so it gives me holiday pay, gives me Fridays off, and if they need me on Friday, I get paid, you know, overtime and whatever, which is wonderful. So my Fridays are my days off, but over the past couple of weeks, they have been pretty busy because summertime season for where I work is pretty busy, but also we've been mixing and matching a lot of new colleagues, so a lot of people to train and whatever. But for the most part, that's my day job, you know? It's just a warehouse thing. That's all I do. I get home every day around 3:10, 3:15. I work 10 minutes from home. It's so fucking nice. You know, just drive to work 10 minutes, drive home 10 minutes. It's really nice. If I want to stop off at JB, there's one around the corner. Stuff like that, you know? So I have that kind of jam. But my main everyday plan is I just go to work, I get home, I will, you know, spend the next 10 to 20 minutes between 3:10 to 3:30 just like getting dressed, washing my face, and, you know, trying to get some of the dirt from the day's work off of me and clean my glass and everything. And then I go into the theater room where I'm at right now, and I do one of two things. I either film, hello, it's me again, which I try not to do that as much during the weekdays. I think because of the permanent part-time, it's been, because that was implemented as of January this year, then I'm like up and down about what times and what days I film. So I'm like, I usually try to plan when I get to work in the morning. Sorry, my moustache has been really annoying today. I try to plan in the morning. Oh, okay, I want to get home and I want to watch this movie, then I want to do this stuff, and then I want to watch that movie. Or I'll get home and I'll, you know, film this, and then I can edit, and then I can watch a movie before I go to bed, like that kind of thing. So that's like how my days kind of spread out between Monday to Thursday, where I, you know, by 3:30 I'm usually watching a film. I try to watch like an hour and a half long film. Sometimes it's a 2 hour long film. Most of the time I have the window between 3:30 and 5 because I still live with family, of course. Welcome to the greatest economy in this bloody solar system. But I have to deal with the fact that when Dad gets home at 5, he usually gets home, you know, puts his stuff down, puts on music, and that's right next door. So I can't film in that time because of copyrighted music next door, but I also can't really watch movies that much. Like, sometimes if it's a movie I know that I've either seen it before or I don't mind having music playing next door, then sure, why not, you know? Especially if it's a 2 hour flick that I've seen before and I just want to watch it. Easy peasy, you know? But that's like the main issue, or I get home and my brother is here with his girlfriend watching something, because that's now a new habit. Isn't that wonderful? It is wonderful. I need like a heads up if someone wants to use the theater room on a certain day, because I'm like, okay, I can give you the times between this hour and that hour. Before that, I want to watch a film, and then after, like, when you're watching a film, I can be in my room, which is the other side of the goddamn wall, editing or something, you know, watching YouTube. So it's as fun as it gets. But yeah, then it's usually just I don't know, after the film, I will, just either watch another film or, go on YouTube or do something. That time of the day between, like, I'd say 5:30 and about 7:30 to 8 is like my window of just, at some stage, I'll have dinner, and whether I cook it or whether someone else cooks it, doesn't really matter. We usually get home late, so it doesn't, people get home late. We don't have dinner till like 7:30. Yeah, we don't have a 5 o'clock dinner like a weird family in the 50s, no. And yeah, then I just either come back in here and watch another movie before my brother goes to bed, because he lives on the other wall. And if he goes to bed at 9 most nights, because he has to get up at fucking 5 o'clock, some lifestyle choices bewilder me. But that means I can't watch movies that late at night. But I've of recent bought some earbuds. Those are the LG branded earbuds that have Dolby audio for Dolby Atmos. And they're really great. So I'm not huge on earbuds, and I don't like having them in all the time. But it's pretty convenient. They're noise cancelling. I can just sit down in the dark watching a movie with my earbuds in, or if it's not hot, which it has been for the past month or so because summer, hello, I'm in Australia, I will put on headphones, but I wear glasses, so wearing headphones isn't always great. I'm very, very particular. So yeah, I'll either spend the end of the night watching a movie between like 8 to 10 or 9 to 11, that kind of window, and I try to go to bed at 11. Whether I do or not probably doesn't happen. I will usually finish watching a movie, write up my review on the Letterboxd, look at the social medias and the TikToks and whatever the crap, and then I'll, leave the theatre room, and most people have gone to bed, and it's like 10 past 11. I got to make my lunch for the next day because I'm going to do it the night before. I never do it the day of. I don't trust myself to wake up and have enough time to do shit, so I have everything prepared the night before. So by the time it hits either 11:30 or midnight, I've made my lunch for the next day, just a sandwich. I'm a classic dude. Got my clothes ready, and I'm ready, and got my water bottle ready to be filled the next morning, and I'm good to go. Huzzah! It's easy as that. I go to bed, and I wake up the next day at 7-ish, with about 7 to 7.5 hours sleep, depending on how lucky I am that night. So yeah, it's pretty. That's my days, my Monday to Thursday. Friday can depend if I have work or not. I only do 5 hours on a Friday because I don't want to have to deal with a lunch break, and it's all overtime pay anyway, so I either do it or I don't, and if I don't, then I do like today, where I woke up at, unfortunately, still 8 o'clock, because for some reason my body clock is a bitch, and I can't sleep in on the days when I want to. And then I get up, I just do whatever the fuck I want to on a Friday, I'll either film, I'll watch YouTube, I'll edit. I usually try to structure the day before 5 o'clock to do stuff that revolves around silence. So I'll be watching films, horror films especially, or I'm filming. Today, actually, I watched like Evil Dead Trap. I went to Dead End DVD to Joel's place, picked up some movies, hung out with him for an hour and a bit while he was working. I was just chatting, which was great. And then I came back home, and it's not even 5 o'clock yet, and I'm filming. So that's usually what I'll do. I'll go to the cinema, I'll hang out with my partner, whatever I can manage, Friday's the day I usually use to just sit down and watch movies, or, when Dad gets home, I'll edit and that kind of shit. So it's not bad. Wednesday nights, I try to also do a lot of movie watching, because those are the nights that both my brother and my dad, the noisiest people in the house, or the most intrusive to the theatre room location, they do umpire training. So I use Wednesday nights currently to watch more movies. So yeah, that's also pretty fun. And then we get to Saturdays and Sundays, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday are very much a mix. It could be socializing with my partner or my friends. It could just be chilling at home doing nothing, which doesn't really happen anymore. I don't really get time to just like sit down and watch movies on weekends. Like all these movies I have to reserve for the week. I haven't even picked up the shelf in such a long time because I've been so busy on weekends. I need those hours to just have something on while I'm fixing up a shelf. I could do that on Fridays, which I could do that today actually, but I probably will. I don't know. I've got more movies in today that I just got from Joel I want to watch, so I don't know. But I film on weekends as well. I work for a film studio. I guess a film studio. I never really thought of calling it that, but it's a photography studio more or less. We do live streaming. We film sports, mostly only sports for the most part. But this could be for private schools or for professional companies. So that is a weekly roster I find out during the week. Usually by Wednesday, Thursday, I find out what my weekend's like. Currently, I'm filming games that are like an hour drive away up north, so I have to go all the way up there, get up at 7 o'clock on a Saturday, drive all the way up to film for 40 minutes to an hour of just kids playing sport, and then drive all the way back. Every second Saturday currently I'm doing the Cinemaniacs, which is at the Astor, which is great because that's not too far from home. So, I usually get tickets. Me and my partner will go. I'll either meet her there or I'll pick her up beforehand or something. She lives up north, so I say up north. It's like an hour and a bit of a drive from my place, and she doesn't drive too often. So she usually will stay over here and that kind of stuff. So when I say socializing with my partner, it's usually reserved for just the weekends, because it's like, I can't really do it during the workday, because otherwise she's going to hang out here and do fuck all. Weekends of filming that I get paid to do, which is great. It's always sport. It gets busier throughout the year. By the middle of the year, it's peak season. Football's come back on and stuff like that, so we're filming for the VFL and stuff like that, which is really fun. It is what it is in the end, it's you stand there with a camera that someone else has provided and you film stuff. Most of the time, if like the one I'm doing up north, that I get to use my own equipment, so I get to just drive up there and do it myself. But like in simple terms, that's all I really do. Like when I find the time to edit, I edit. Most of the time it's like, oh, could I watch a movie? Could I edit? And usually I'll try to watch a movie instead. But if I'm desperate to have a video come out, I'll be like, shit, head down, bum up, fucking do that editing. But yeah, look, this is just the life. It's a constant progression, because obviously my main thing is that I like watching movies. I obviously have the whole setup. It's what I like to do. It's what I want to do. There are elements where other things will happen. Other people have parties, social lives, things that'll mix and match and that I have to accompany for. My mate might be like one night, hey, you want to go out and watch this new movie that just came out? It'll be a Thursday night, and I'll be like, I'll be at work, and then I'll be like, yeah, I can do the 6, 7 p.m. screening, whatever, even though it ruins the rest of my night because I had already planned to watch this movie and that movie, and it's like, what does it matter? I'll go. Football season's now on, so I've got to deal with that. Because as much as that is something that it gets me more money because I work, it also means that we're going to have football on next door, and I'm going to have my dad yelling at the fucking TV, classic armchair umpire. He actually is an umpire, which is the really ironic part, but it's still annoying. But yeah, I don't really do much else. I just like watching movies. It's the simple factor, as you can tell, because I have so many, and I like collecting them, and I like showing that I have them, and I like talking about them. I know I mentioned at the start of this video how I want to take a bit of a break from YouTube, which so many people are taking breaks on YouTube. Have you noticed that of late? My God. I think I just want to change up my structure. I have been doing YouTube for so many years now. Even Joel asked me today how long I've been doing it. I'm like, I've been doing it for like 8 or 9 years. It's been a fucking long time. It can't be 9 years. I know I started with a gaming channel like 2015 and worked on that for a couple of years before starting what was Telecreations, the start of this channel, before I changed it to Collector Creations like last year. Stupid me, should have changed it a long time ago. Yeah, that was like, this channel started, 2015, 2016, when I started as a media channel. It was like, one was gaming, the other one was movies. I'd make short films, do podcast stuff, but not initially traditional sit down, just talk with people podcast. It was a radio drama, and then that evolved, podcasts and talking about movies, and then physical media. And now here I am, finally doing exactly what I want with physical media, talking about physical media, talking about movies. I'm getting the views, the subscribers. Like, I mean the views in terms of I'm getting traction, I'm getting recognition. People are talking in the comments. People are liking and disliking the videos. Like, it's the thing I've been wanting for years is finally happening. I'm just like, I'm good. I might take a break. I need a vacation. But I just kind of want to watch more movies. I need to take some breathing space to figure out how I want to structure the channel, because personally, I love making films, but I haven't made one in years. If you have been on this channel for the past 2 years, you would know I haven't made a film because I haven't done anything. The last time I made a film was prior to the pandemic. And of course, these are just shitty short films or whatever, but I want to be more creative with how I'm making my videos. And this could just be simply, I can invest in another camera and have a separate angle, you know, and just cut into that other angle and just put in a bit more editing and make it look a bit more fancy or whatever. It's like, yeah, I could do that. I've been standing to this standing here and looking at this fucking camcorder for years and just talking. But at the same time, sometimes I don't like that. I've had subscribers say that they like my videos because it's like a podcast. I'm just talking, you know, and that's it. And it's like, yeah, sure, I'll occasionally add in video, like images of like posters and stuff, or if I'm getting my mate to edit it, he'll put in little videos or stuff, like, because he just does that. And I'm cool with that. Like, it's fun. Sometimes it's just show and tell, like my weekly mail videos, or whenever I do mail videos. So I will still obviously talk about the stuff that I'm getting in physical stuff. I want to still do the interviews that I'm doing because I really like doing that interview show. It's a stupid bloody title for a goddamn show, but I like doing it. I like sitting down with someone and learning about them. And, you know, I want to make that more of a creative process in terms of filming. Like, have a better, not just a one camera setup, but multi-cameras, you know, kind of a lighting kit. Something that makes the videos look a bit shinier, you know? It's not a thing I'm the best at, so I want to start learning how to do it. I'm going to try to perfect it as much as I can, but again, sometimes you've got to put in the money to do the extra stuff. So that's what I kind of want to look forward to doing, is actually like making a kind of portfolio of being like, hey, here is what I can do in a more visual like language, you know, how to make shit more interesting. That's what I want to do, you know. I still want to talk about physical media. I still want to talk about movies. That's pretty obvious. I occasionally will report about the news, like, oh, look, big news of physical media, you know, and I'll talk about that. There was that whole recent thing with, oh, Sony's doing Disney releases, but it's not actually affecting Australia, so I didn't have any reason to talk about it, not to mention everyone else was. Even Mid-Level Media was talking about how he was in that week break, and that dropped, and he's like, I'm in a break. I'm not going to make a video on it because I'm in a break. I'm like, I get the feeling, you know? Like, he's the kind of guy, a lot of other channels I follow do daily videos. And I'm like, how the hell do you do that? I can't manage daily videos. I'm too busy not wanting to do daily videos. I've never wanted to do daily videos in my life. I tried to with my gaming channel. It was a waste of my time. But that was a lot easier because it was simply do a 2-hour long like playthrough of a game and then just cut it up into 20-minute long pieces. Bam. That's a week's footage. Easy peasy, you know? It's so much simpler when you're doing something like that. But this is something I have to do creatively. I have to creatively think of an idea for a video sometimes. I mean, this was simply, I thought of this on the drive home thinking, hey, you know, Joel's asking me these questions about me. What if I actually do a video talking about myself? Sure, it's wanky as hell, but it's a video, it's something. But I do like doing my opinion piece videos, like me talking about how I am disliking the cinema experience, which obviously, ironically, since that's come out, I've actually started to enjoy the cinemas again. Like, sure, there are occasions where shit that I will talk about on a personal level will be completely irrelevant to me a couple of weeks later. You know, the whole, is Amazon leaving Australia, or whatever was happening with Amazon at the time. That was a period of time kind of thing. Like, I still get comments talking about my death of physical media video, talking about Disney leaving Australia. That was almost a year ago. Like, some of those have, like, you know, structures that, like, the bomb will hit and then the repercussion just blows out. And something like that, sure, but sometimes it's just minor little things. It's not really that important. But I don't mind sharing my opinion on that, you know. I can, it's easy. If you want to spend your time watching me talk about it, that's wonderful, thank you. I just like talking. People like listening. It's a real good business model I've got here. But yeah, so it's interesting. I want to just kind of branch out creatively, see if I can do something else. I don't want to make short films again, to be honest, because I don't have the time to do that. Again, I think I'm more of an interview documentary kind of person when it comes to filming. I like making like short films, but at the same time, a lot of them were very much student films and very much, oh, I like David Lynch, let's make surrealism. I'm like, oh, yeah, but you don't understand your craft, you're just making shit. Doesn't mean it's good. I mean, that doesn't dissuade me from making stuff. I have a bunch of videos I make that are just me talking that I don't think are good, but I still make them anyway, or I still release them anyway. So, yeah, but end all be all, that's also what I have to deal with every goddamn week. Thinking, shit, what do I want to make video-wise? Like, I don't I try not to stress about, oh, I need to film a video and edit it and have it come out tonight. No. I live in a household of people who also use the internet. If it gets to a stage where people are streaming in every goddamn room of the house, I can't upload because it makes the internet go slow and people get upset. Hence why I don't try to stream very often, just in general, but also I upload when people aren't home, so I have videos prepared in advance. So this video that you're seeing that I'm filming on the, 8th of March, won't come out for like 2 more weeks. By that stage, I might have changed my mind. I might be like, I'm back, baby. You know, like for you, what might be like, oh my god, there's no Collector Creations videos for like how many weeks? It's been 5 days. The guy took 5 days off. No, I haven't filmed. I haven't filmed for a week. By the time this video comes out, I might not have filmed for another 2 weeks, and then suddenly I will have filmed again by the time this video is meant to come out. That's how I structure it. I just film it. Eventually it comes out. I don't even plan what days anymore. It just says, maybe it's a Monday night at 11 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Maybe it's Tuesday, maybe it's a Wednesday. I don't fucking know, dude. I try to make the mail videos at the start of each week, but outside of that, I'm not doing a Saturday, like a Friday night. Screw that for a joke, unless it's like what I watched in the month. That's like the exception of the rule of that video has to come out as soon as possible, which really makes it interesting to film it. But yeah, so I don't know. I think I just had a weird kind of brain fart once my mate started editing some of my videos. I'm like, oh, I don't kind of like editing anymore. I just got bored of it. And then I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered making videos. And then I just had a whole slump. For like 2-3 weeks, I was like, I don't want to make videos. And I still did. And, you know, sometimes you get in a groove, you know. Like, I had an aunt once compared this room to be like my studio. It's like where my mind lives, you know. I'm at work thinking about how I want to be here, you know. So, yeah, it is what it is. I don't know what's going to happen. I could stop. I could just start doing videos once or twice a week, or maybe, oh, here's a video. I'll film it, edit, upload, have it uploaded, and in 2 days' time it'll come out. You know, I could do that. Being like a normal YouTuber who instead of uploading my videos all the time to my friend who is editing some of my videos, but like, I could just have the video come out the week that I filmed it. It won't always happen, but it could. Sometimes I just try to do them on the same day. Like, if it's a really important news, oh my god, this is newsworthy, I need it to come out now. It'll get more views now if I do it now. Because I do think about that. I do think about views and how more people will watch this now than they will in a couple weeks' time because it's more pressing. I don't know. That's how I'm thinking, but that's how my life works. That's my day-to-day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks to everyone who has stayed on the channel for all these years. Yeah, I just want to be more relaxed, you know, more just, here's a video, hope you enjoy. That's it, you know, the quality over quantity thing. 3 videos a week I don't think was a bad idea, but it's got to a point where it's like, maybe I need to go back into doing 1 or 2 a week, you know? Or if I happen to have a bunch that I filmed in one day because I've suddenly like, here's an idea, write it down. Here's an idea, write it down. Film them all on a Friday, have them all come out within the next couple of weeks. Like, that could be easy. That's something I do. So, we'll see what happens next time. Adios.